making a change here. Brunson's checked in. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for Dallas. Richardson outside. Shot to stop the run. Drills the three-pointer. Richardson's got 5.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
Woke loose and stolen by Richardson. They push it up 4 on 3. Brunson with it. Guarded now by Irving. And Griffin sends it back. In transition, here come the Nets. Irving's got the ball. A nice shot by Griffin.
I'll tell you, right now, these guys cannot be stopped.
Boy, it looks like their confidence is at an all-time high, just feeding off each other right now.
It's good from long range. Hardaway has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Tipped away and stolen by Richardson. The 3, and he's good on the 3 ball.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Irving against Richardson. Now the pass to Harden. That's tipped, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Jeff Green. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Mavericks trailed by 18. Richardson outside. Over to the wing. Here's Brunson. And the rejection by Harden. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Harden. So for the Nets, Kevin Durant's checked in for Griffin. Bruce Brown comes in for Joe Harris. And Dinwiddie subbed in for James Harden. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Hardaway. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Hardaway has got 5 points in the quarter.
Guys, you want to be able to score from all 3 levels, and Hardaway Jr. is capable. That instance, mid-range is on point.
And it's Irving missing. Here's Dallas. Big run right now going for him, 11-2. It's blocked. 1:52 left in the first half. And KD throws it down.
Kevin Durant on a prototypical KD roll. My man is going.
And Dinwiddie over to help. Pass to Hardaway. Fires the 3. And here's Porzingis. He gets that one.
I think you can see the strength that Porzingis has been developing over the early part of his career. That progress is showing up on a nightly basis.
1:22 left in the first half of basketball. Richardson against Irving. From outside the arc, the Mavericks pull it in.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
And you can see what he wanted to do there, but that was a tough giveaway.
And I think the intention doesn't always equal the result. Wrong play, wrong time.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. And Dorian Finney-Smith subbed in for Richardson. And on the way from Irving for 3. He can't hit that time. Now Dallas takes it the other way. There's 38 seconds left to play here in the half. Kleber, the pass to Hardaway. Buries it from 3-point range. Hardaway has got a pair of triples in the second now for the Mavs.
Well, Tim Hardaway Jr. is known as a scorer. Knocks down the long distance look right there.
They get a hand on it. Lobbed up there for Durant.
And what an alley-oop. Those two read each other so well.
It's a play I'm sure they love to run. There's 18 seconds left now here in the second. Now the Mavericks with it. They're on a 16-6 run. 3-pointer. That is good. And the Nets' lead is cut down now to just 12 points with the basket from Hardaway. High post, KD. And here's Brown outside, and the last-second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's Brooklyn, enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge. All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each. Kevin Durant was on fire in the first half. He had 20 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 assist. He was on the fringes in their last game. Tonight, he's been the centerpiece. Shaq, let's get your take on Brooklyn.
Well, surprise, surprise, KD leading his team so long and so versatile. Beat you in every way, inside, outside, off the dribble, spotting up. This kid is special.
And Kenny, how'd you think the map? And that'll.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
We've got Harden. Joe Harris is out there with Durant. Then there's Griffin, and it's Irving at the shooting guard. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. A second chance effort. They get it again. Griffin hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Griffin's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for the Nets. Mavericks trailed by 14. Pass to Porzingis. Dallas moving it around. From deep. The long distance 3 is buried. Doncic has got himself on the board with 3 there. Greg, when you played for the Knicks, I always heard that Charles Oakley would cook for the players. Is that true?
Absolutely. Oak was very particular about his food. And I got to tell you, he knows his way around the kitchen. And to be honest, I would never tell him otherwise.
Well, what was his specialty?
Whatever he made, it was special. It wouldn't matter.
A tremendous Mobile 1 block that we had to see again. Great send back.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
Hardaway passes to Doncic. For 3. Another 3 for Dallas.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, we all know that there are some people who dislike James Harden's style of play. They're bored watching him shoot free throws. He said, I see how teams guard me and find ways to exploit it. I just outthink the game, and I'm faulted for it. Kevin, that may be, but it's hard to argue with the results. Back to you.
You're right, one of the top scorers in league history, David. Thanks for that report. And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.
And Doncic was part of a draft day trade that so far seems to have worked out pretty well for both teams.
That's exactly right. Doncic, Greg, was selected by Atlanta with the 3rd pick. He was then quickly shipped to Dallas for the 5th overall pick, which turned into Trae Young, plus a future pick. Neither of these young men wasted any time putting their stamp on the NBA. I do think their futures will always be discussed in connection with the other.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Jeff Green is checked in for Durant, and it's Bruce Brown in for Kyrie Irving. Hardaway for 3, drains the 3-pointer. Hardaway has got 14.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Down low, guarded by Hardaway.
This guy showing great potential as a rim protector. Porzingis a threat to block shots anywhere, anytime.
Yeah, this offense is rolling. They've been assertive, but they're also playing under control.
I think the communication on offense is working at every level right now. What a run for this group.
And when you watch Hardaway shoot, One thing that stands out, he has a very quick release.
And Greg, that's what makes the jumper very tough to contest, especially when he's dialing it up from range. You have to stay connected to this guy defensively. It's not easy to do with the other weapons on this team.
Oh, Griffin in position, hammers the alley-oop through.
Boy, that has to be a relief, ending a 14-0 run by Dallas.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Doncic against Harden. Now here's Doncic. 6 points for him. It counts, and the foul. It's going to be on Blake Griffin.
After being held scoreless in the first, he's turning it on here in the second.
And it was interesting how the Dallas franchise sold its fans on Doncic. Ownership told them, think of a 6'7" Steve Nash. Isn't quite the shooter Steve was, but is only a teenager. Great vision. Boy, he can really pass it. And it turns out Doncic is all of that and more.
And even Nash himself called Doncic a dream prospect.
Yeah, he said Luka was big and mobile enough in the modern game, can guard multiple positions, has a skill set, a winning mentality, and those leadership qualities. Steve Nash sounding like a future GM.
The defensive intensity must pick up. It hasn't been the same this half.
Nets trail by 3. Out of bounds. Nets ball as Brooklyn keeps possession. Johnson, he's checked in for the Nets. Luwawu Cabarro comes in for Joe Harris. Here's Brown. 6 points for him. And finished off by Brown.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
Well, Luka Doncic, from the moment he stepped between the lines in the NBA, has flashed incredible potential and skill.
Brooklyn making some changes. Durant comes in for Johnson. And it's Johnson in for Luwawu Cabarro. All free throws good from Doncic. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Ball's knocked loose. Johnson outside. Fires for 3. But they'll get another chance. Mavericks leading by 3. Here's Porzingis with a fast break chance. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. The Nets making a switch here. Irving's checked in. And KD's got the ball here for Brooklyn. Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. Greg, in New York, you obviously played in a number of championship contending teams. What do the Knicks have to do to get back to that feel, that kind of team?
Well, listen, it starts with stability across the board, but mainly that means at the top. And you got to give this new front office, this new regime, an opportunity. I think they got some good young pieces. But title contenders are not in a constant state of flux right now. They've got to take their baby steps here and start moving in the right direction.
Like you say, it does begin in the front office. Doncic outside. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Boy, and the foul. Doncic has got great upper body strength, completes the play. Nicely done.
The Mavericks have been excellent at the free throw line here today. A flawless 6 for 6.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
James Harden, he's checked in for Brooklyn.
Find the lane. One shot.
.141 left in the third quarter of the game. Irving looking over the floor. Passes it to KD. Over Kleba. Hits the front of the rim and out. Dallas leading by 6. And again, Dallas running up the court in transition. And they double up Doncic. Outside, Porzingis. Over Green. And Porzingis gets it to go on the assist by Doncic. Porzingis has got his second bucket tonight.
Not everything fell for him in that first half, and now it looks like they're beginning to hit their stride.
Hardaway with the steal. Good once again. That makes him 8 for 9 this game.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Irving passes to KD. Knocked loose. Dallas has gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. On the wing, Hardaway. Defended by Durant. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Brown.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Blake Griffin comes in for Jeff Green. And Joe Harris is subbed in for Brown.
And everything is dropping for them. Terrific second half run.
And I think it's been all about their offensive efficiency, shooting the lights out in this quarter.
And Harden with the stuff.
And once Harden has momentum behind him, watch out. They love seeing the beard flush it down there with some power.
Here's Doncic. He gets it up. What a play! He simply drains it in at the buzzer.
Yeah, now they are firing on all cylinders. That shot puts 3 more onto their lead as we head to the 4th.
And so it's Dallas, enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
He's got the size to survey over the top of the defense and find the open man. That was beautiful.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. On the floor for Dallas, Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Hardaway is out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3. Doncic with it. That shot is in, just like 6 others have been for him. He's shooting 7 for 15.
I really like the way he's playing in this half. He looks so much more aggressive and confident.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. Nice game. Great performance by Tim Hardaway Jr.
Well, I think this is a necessary timeout so they can figure out a way to limit the impact this guy's having from 3-point range. They've got to dedicate more resources to their perimeter D.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, I was able to listen in on what the Nets head coach was going over with his team. He said, do you want this game? Don't tell me about it. Show me and show your teammates. We've got to play better, and we've got to play harder if we're going to come back. Guys.
Thanks, David. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a 3-point play. Doncic, no good on the free throw.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a 3-point play. Going to the line for 1.
Yeah, love the job they're doing here of getting into the teeth of that defense.
Well, coming into the league with immense potential, Porzingis has already fulfilled much of it, already an all-star. But you know, Greg, there are still areas he's working on.
Yeah, he's definitely getting stronger and more physical. You'd like to see him make the next pass a little more often when a teammate has a better shot. But if he can just stay healthy boy, the sky's the limit on what he can accomplish.
You know, there was so much hype around Kristaps Porzingis once he got off to a great start in his first year. And you just want to see him continue to grow and add dimensions to the offensive game every year. What's next? We'll see.
And it's Porzingis with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. Here's Kleba. And he banks in the layup. And the Mavericks lead by 19.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly see the difference.
And Brooklyn with another turnover here. Mavericks leading by 19 points. Doncic outside. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. Shoots the three. Another three for Dallas.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
On its way from Irving for two. Offensive rebound, Nets. And he comes up with the deuce.
Well, Joe Harris known as a shooter, but make no mistake, this guy will mix it up on the glass. Great offensive rebound right there.
Right wing. And the pass to Hardaway. Kleba against Durant. And it's sent back by KD. One-on-one fast break. Here's Harden. Second chance shot. Tough possession there. They stayed with it, but they just couldn't make it.
Well, this has not been a quarter to remember for this guy. He looks completely flustered.
Here's Doncic. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And Kevin Durant, one of the greatest scorers to ever play. Not the most prolific scorer, but perhaps the most talented. He's dangerous from any part of the floor.
Greg, as scores go, Kevin Durant's as efficient as any.
I mean, Durant has an insane field goal percentage for the shots that he takes. I mean, when you factor in how many threes he puts up, it gets even more impressive. Durant takes so many shots where he's covered and is still efficient. It's just mind-blowing.
Green, he's checked in for Durant. Porzingis with the ball, guarded now by Irving. Basket counts.
Boy, what you really like about Porzingis going end-to-end, he does it under control, right? This guy is 7 feet and masterful in space.
And Harden launches it from deep. And the Nets miss again.
Boy, it's been a struggle in this quarter, and the team needs more from him, there's no doubt.
Doncic against Harris. Doncic kicks to Finney-Smith. Shot clock at 5. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
I'll tell you, Luka Doncic makes tough shots look easy. Boy, that close to the bucket through that much contact, nice.
A platoon swap here for Brooklyn. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. Nicolo Melli comes in for Maxi Kleba. J.J. Redick's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Burke in for Dorian Finney-Smith. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Here's Luwawu, covered by Redick. Knocked away. Jordan the pass to Luwawu. Johnson outside. Will it go? Cauley-Stein grabs the board. Mavericks have gotten 7 of their 8 shots to fall here in the fourth. A tremendous offensive output. 1:52 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Johnson with the block.
You can see Tyler Johnson with that vertical has the ability to send it back.
And so it's Brooklyn with it. Here's Luwawu. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Now that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up. Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for young fella.
DeAndre Jordan's athleticism is simply unreal. You want evidence? Go check out his posterization of Mr. Brandon Knight.
And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And DeAndre Jordan, not the same impact center he once was, but he's done a great job of acting as a leader for this team.
Well, you think about DeAndre Jordan's career, Greg, and over the course of time, he's played a number of different roles. What you like about what he did this past season is, even though in a changing role, he still tried to make an impact. That's called being a teammate.
Out of bounds, it'll be Mavericks ball.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Jalen Brunson, he's checked in for Dallas. Doncic left side, and Jordan sends it back.
Well, DJ, twice on the pipes. No, sir, get it out of here.
They get it back. That one good for 2. 44 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now Burke releases, and good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
And I couldn't agree more. What makes it that much more impressive, they're doing it on the road.
And Brooklyn turns it over again. 24 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
Here's Doncic. And another basket for Dallas.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
And stolen by Burke. Johnson with the block. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession. So no problem for Dallas as they get the win. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Luka, you played well and you got the win. So what made the difference?
Yeah, I think we had a great game. You know, I think it was a great game today. You know, we step up together, play good defense, and it was a great win.
Thanks for your time, man. Appreciate it. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. So long, everyone.